We have news from the Nueces County Courthouse tonight. A former Corpus Christi police officer, Norma Deleon, was sentenced to a week in jail after being found guilty of official oppression. Specifically, she was accused of impersonating a CPS worker back in November of last year. Our Taylor Alanis joins us now with the details on this. Taylor?
Joe, a Nueces County jury acquitted Deleon of 2 counts of impersonating a public servant. But when it came to sentencing, Deleon asked District Judge Sandra Watts to decide. Deleon was technically sentenced to 1 year in jail, which is probated for 2 years. So what does that mean? Well, Assistant District Attorney Matt Manning says even though she's going to be sentenced to jail, Deleon doesn't have to go if she meets all of the conditions of her probation. Part of that probation is spending a week behind bars and 100 hours of community service. Deleon wasn't taken into custody immediately after sentencing because Judge Watts is giving her lawyers 30 days to decide whether they want to appeal or not.
Law enforcement officers are human, just like all of us. Sometimes some of them make mistakes. That doesn't mean all of them are bad, right? And I think we have to be discerning as the public and look at the conduct and what they've been found guilty of and hold those individual people accountable, but not necessarily cast aspersions on everyone.
After a decade in the department, Deleon resigned back in March. She was accused of impersonating a CPS worker checking on the welfare of a young girl in November 2018. Body cam footage released a few months ago shows Deleon in civilian clothes with officers approaching 2 different houses looking for the girl. The child in question ended up being the niece of another former CCPD officer, Tommy Cabello. Cabello and Deleon were dating at the time. Now, Cabello was sentenced to 10 years in prison back in July for domestic violence. Joe, Leslie.
All right, Taylor, thank you so much. And